Gemini.
Hello Gemini, Happy New Year. This is your forecast for the entire year of 2014, and it's going to be a good year for you, especially for those of you wanting to catch up with love and romance. And for you single Geminis, well, this would be the time for you to find that significant other. Now we have Mars, which normally takes 6 weeks to transit through a sign. For you, it's going to be 7 months until the end of July here in the 5th house for love and relationships. Now, for those of you also thinking about creative projects this year, extremely good time for it. It's going to give you ample time to initiate, start, tweak and retweak it as Mars goes retrograde there between March 1st and May 19th. And then to conclude it as the 7-month journey is over. That will be until July 24th. So ample time for that. Just recall that when Mars is retrograde, you really don't want to initiate or start anything new, because as it's said about Mars, we want it to be direct. It's our ambitions, our goal, our drive, and whoever initiates under a retrograde loses, meaning don't start anything at that time. But it is a time to look over what you're initiating from now and until then, until March 1st, and then you can rework it, and then you can scoot again there after July. Now, Mars in this area here also indicates that your creativity will be high. You will feel a stronger need to kind of kick back from that career which you have been working so hard on. It's time to have a little fun, do a little leisure stuff, hang out with your friends, or also spend more time with your children. The 5th house is children, and having Mars here shows more dynamic activities, and it could also be that one or more of your children are going to be needing more of your attention in this phase here as well. Now, there's a snapshot picture taken of the stars here on top of the year. This will underlie the whole transit for the rest of the year, remaining year, and lay there as a source of what is going to grow here specifically for you. Now, we have the Sun, the new moon, Pluto, we have Venus retrograde, and we got Mercury all together here for you. It's the 8th house, and that is intimacy. It is also called the house of sex. It is also your financial situation, not as much as your monthly income, which is more reflected in the 2nd house. The 8th house has to do what joint resources you have with another person or with another company. So you will be working on this area, trying to refine it. You'll try to grow and expand it. You might weed out things that no longer behoove anything for you. Say you've had some policies in place that worked in the past. You might be retrieving them now, going down a different avenue. And whatever you can focus on here in this area, this will behoove you in the years to come, because Pluto is here right now with the crowd of all these other planets giving you extra insight. So January is going to be specifically strong. While all of these planets is crowding around her, then they'll start breaking up. However, though, it will be underlying like a new natal chart for you as we progress into the coming months, and that we will look at here on a month-to-month basis as we do our monthly forecasts. So Mars here, what is it going to do when it moves from the 5th house? It's going to move into your day-to-day routine. And we're going to be following Mars here as it passes through these signs, where it will end up in Aquarius for you at the end of the year. But from July 24th to September 14th, you're going to be structuring, streamlining your day-to-day routines, trying to figure out, okay, what is habit and what is discipline? Sometimes they feel like the same, that you're sticking to the same, right? But discipline is conscious effort, conscious choice, whereas habit is just, you're flowing with no thinking. So that is a great time to really start looking at how you can become very much more so efficient for the whole next 2 year round, for when Mars is going to come back to this area when you get your next chance. So great time to do that. Then Mars will move along here, and then we're looking at September 14th to October 27th. Then you're going to be focusing on the long-term committed relationship. Now, here early part in the year, those first few months, that is all about new love or just being in love. But now here we're looking at the committed type of love with your significant other, your partner. Some of you might be thinking that this is the time to tie the knot. Mars will be here with you until December 4th. So you have time here to grow and expand this area of what is important to your partner and how you reflect yourself in that scenario. Now, it will also be a conscious time for you to see and notice how you work one-to-one with people, how you come across energetically. Mars is very fiery, and if you get any signals, because every time we pass through a house, we also get our small little tests, how we're doing, right? So if you get any signals that it might be a little bit too forthcoming or a little bit too strong, well, just heed that message and step back, because not only is it fire in itself, Mars, but for you that will be in the sign of Sagittarius. So it's like a double fire sign, so you can be extra feisty here, October 27th to December 4th. Now, it will move in on October 27th to December 4th into your 8th house, same house that the year started out with, looking at the scope of things financially, joint ventures, the money you share with others, also commissions, royalties might be a big thing for you, a theme ongoing throughout the entire year, just because the year started off with this stellium here in this area. So now would be the time for Mars to come in and clean it up and have those talks, those commissions, ask for a raise, and you may very well come to see that you can increase your income, salary, or commissions here at this time. And then we have just the very last end of the year from December 4th to New Year's of 2015. It will end up in your 9th house of spirituality, higher education, travel perhaps, and then in that case it would be travel to foreign places, foreign countries, or having communication and ties, should I say developing and nurturing ties with somebody of a foreign culture that can come to behoove you and actually set things in motion. It's more like I see now that you're starting to gather up, getting the research that you need. 9th house is all about research, getting in that knowledge to prepare yourself for Mars's entry into the 10th house of career, but that won't be before 2015. So for you, just to tie it up, it goes from love and relationship and leisure and hobby, having fun between now to July, catching up on fun. That is a big keyword here for you because you need it and deserve it, Gemini, and you're very lucky to have it in this house. Okay, there's other houses that wouldn't probably be as comfortable, but you got the best one here. And then you move into your daily routines, streamlining it. Then it's more the committed relationships. Some of you will actually tie the knot here in autumn of 2014, looking to your joint resources, finances. That's the step further in your relationship, and then ending up as with travel at the end of the year. So Jupiter is going to move signs once this year. Currently, it has been cruising in 2013 for the most part in your 2nd house of income and expanding this area. So now you're going to see here from end of July, it is going to be moving into your 3rd house of communication, short distance travel, spending time growing, leisure time, catching up with siblings that you may not have had time to, or also within the closer community, neighbors and so forth. And for those of you who write, well, hey, this is going to be an excellent year for all of you Gemini writers. Jupiter will be expanding this area for novelists, columnists, and so forth, or even radio, TV reporters, and so forth. Excellent time there for you. And then we have Neptune, 10th house of career. It's going to be there for many, many years. We talk a little bit about Neptune each and every month. Not going to pay too much attention to it here in this annual forecast, other than that, yes, pay attention to your dreams. Stay focused on it. Neptune is guiding you, leading you with intuition and inspiration. And it's really nice for you, Geminis, to have that extra spiritual source being a part of your journey here in this area. So then we have Saturn still in Scorpio, 6th house. So we have spoken about that in the earlier months. We've been following him throughout the whole entire 2013. But now, yes, it is going to be meeting up with Mars throughout this journey. And that will start putting a key in the lock to actually put down those new routines that you are going to see that's going to follow you for 2 years ahead, how you work this out. So very exciting. So Gemini, hey, you got a great year 2014. Lots of love, lots of creativity. New start, new business can start up. Just be aware of those dates, which I said, March 1st to May 19th. Don't start anything there, but you're good to go the rest of the year for that. So listen to your moon and rising sign too, and I will see you next month. And don't forget to subscribe to get back on the subscription list after Zeitgeist channel went down. See you soon.